and find something you're passionate about besides Ziggy.
Hey guys, so really good news. Leilani Simon has been arrested. I just saw that. So I decided just to come live for a little bit. Before I get some other things done, I decided to do this first today. So thankfully, Leilani has finally been arrested. Let me find Leilani Simon arrest.
They have arrested 22-year-old Leilani Simon, charged with murder in connection with the disappearance of
Hey guys.
her son, 20-month-old Quinton Simon. She was taken into custody a short time ago and is being transported to the Chatham County Detention Centre, where she will be held while she waits a bond hearing. We do not anticipate any other arrests in connection with this case. Leilani Simon reported her son missing, as we know, from their home on October 5th, 2022. Since that time, millions of people have followed Quinton's case and have been awaiting answers. We will be releasing more details soon, and Chief Hadley will meet with news media. However, we wanted to report this development to you without delay. We are deeply saddened by this case, but we are thankful that we are one step closer to justice for little Quinton. Amen to that. They have arrested 22-year-old Leilani Simon, charged her with murder in connection with the disappearance and death of her son, 20-month-old Quinton Simon. She was taken into custody a short time ago and is being transported to the Chatham County Detention Centre, where she will be held while she waits a bond hearing. We do not anticipate any other arrests in connection with this case. Leilani Simon reported her son missing, as we know, from their home on October 5th, 2022. Since that time, millions of people have followed Quinton's case and have been awaiting answers. We will be releasing more details soon, and Chief Hadley will meet with news media. However, we wanted to report this development to you without delay. We are deeply saddened by this case, but we are thankful that we are one step closer to justice for little Quinton.
Awesome. That's good news. That is definitely press conference at 6. Hey, Dottie. Hey, Angie. Oh, man. Maybe they found him. Do you guys think? Do you think it's possible that they found him? Hey, Fonda. Gina Burka. Bad It News. On YouTube. Bad It News. This?
And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fed.
No.
And we are live. What's up?
Why does they all say he's live when he's not live?
And we.
Yeah, I can't find you. But let's see. Quinton, Simon, the last hour. Charged with murder. Good. Finally. Let's see here. Which one are we gonna? Who's this dude?
What's up? It's Cinema Shogun here, and today was supposed to be my off day. I am getting prepared for Thanksgiving, but I had to sit down and make this video because I have some breaking news. I am still kind of like shaken up and in shock right now, but Leilani Simon has just been arrested and charged with murder in connection to the disappearance of Quentin Simon. I repeat, Leilani Simon just moments ago was arrested for murder and the connection to the disappearance of Quentin Simon. I am sorry, like saying it sounds almost unreal at this moment. Whoa. I don't have any further information, okay? I don't know if they found Quentin. I don't know if they found some traces of Quentin.
Yeah, that's what I'm
do not
wondering.
know
Have they
what
found
is
him?
going on here. All I do know for a fact, a confirmed fact, is that Leilani was just arrested moments ago. This is great news. I know a lot of you all are sitting there like it's about time. Yeah, we all feel that way. I'm assuming that something had to be found because why now? I don't know if they got an extra key piece of information or if they found something out at that site. As of right now, I was just looking into the situation earlier this morning. They hadn't said anything about finding anything. In fact, they said that they were going to be suspending the search for Quentin for a week because of Thanksgiving. So I don't know why they would make that announcement and then literally arrest Leilani later on. It's kind of weird because they just made that announcement yesterday night that they were going to suspend the search for Quentin for 1 week so everyone out there can enjoy the holidays with their family. And now Leilani was just arrested. So, I mean, I'm in the dark here. Of course, maybe by the
So this channel here is Cinema Shogun. Here, I'm going to share his link. Oh, on Justin's? Okay.
They won't pay for it. I don't know. I don't know if she has Vaughn yet.
You said he was.
If anybody has any news breaks, so glad we're on the road
he
to
has a
seeing
video
justice
of her being walked to
for
jail.
this baby. Yeah, amen to that.
In this
Amen
live?
to that. Billy supported the baby killer, and Shares knew exactly what she was defending. Absolutely.
Hold on. Here we go. I think. Thank you. Oh, shit. Haha. Why does her stomach look like... Don't tell me she's pregnant or something. Why does it look pooched out? So this is Justice for All. Hold on, let me share his link also. Quinn does not get to have a Thanksgiving ever again. Nothing will ever feel just enough for what was done to this child. Good, yeah. I think it's great that they got her before the holidays. Don't you think? don't think that this wasn't probably on purpose. I bet anything that this was definitely on purpose to get her before the holidays. And I think it's great. But Diana messaged back. She said, because I said, yay, ding dong, the Wicked Witch is arrested. And she said, yes, she has been. I'm heartbroken, though. We will never see Monkey again. Aww. Let me ask her, do you know if they found him? She did have a wish list with baby boy items. Hey, Mimi of 6. So not being rude, but whoever was over there opening it up at the residence, shame on you. Uh-oh, what happened, Ron? I hope she finally confessed where the baby can be found, right? I know. He was so freaking cute. He's a little cutie. It is awesome, Taraza. Yes, some said newborn items. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wouldn't that be crazy if she's pregnant? Oh gosh. Why are these type of people always fertile myrtles? Come on. You get the girl fixed. I don't understand. I just don't. I can understand a one whoopsies and, one not getting it right and messing up, or one, having a kid that you didn't want, which should be given up for adoption if you're not going to be attentive and there for the child or loving to the child, because you are just, I think it'd be best to give up for adoption, but anyways, it's always these type of people though that are able to have these babies like back to back to back to back. Hey, Connie. Hey, you're the first one I hear this from. Yeah, it just was released, and there's other people live too. They're asking for baby items. She really needs another baby. Those are the ones that keep having them too. Yeah, she's arrested. Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is arrested. I don't usually like to celebrate in people's misery, okay, but it's hard for me to find any type of sympathy for a baby unalive. I don't even like to say the freaking word because it's so, I don't know, especially with baby. The Chatham County Police Department has arrested Leilani Simon for the death of her son, Quentin Simon. Yep. I have 4 kids. They were all planned and a blessing. Yep. Kids are a blessing. She has just stopped doing drugs so that can put weight on quick. I hope she's not pregnant. Do you know that she quit drugs for sure? Do you think that There's no way. Of all time, she's going to be using drugs right now. She's probably out of her mind wasted. I mean, knowing what she did, in order to live with herself, she would, unless she's completely just mental, in order to live with herself, you would think that she would have to be out of her mind. You think she's pregnant and knows it's a boy? What's this about Sarah? Sarah. What do you mean, Sarah? I agree, Rihanna. I always have such a hard time saying her name. Can you tell me how to pronounce it again? Like, how you remember how you typed it out to show me how to pronounce it? Or maybe is there something it rhymes with that maybe will help me remember how to say it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lana, thank you. Sarah Wandra. That's another freaking, oh my god. She's been found in, not, wait, what was her name? Yeah, Sarah Wandra. Oh shit, that's not what I want to play. I don't want to play that. No. Where is, there's no news stations? No, I didn't want to put that.
Hey guys, I'm just bringing you a quick update in the Michael Vaughn case. So today, Sarah Wandra, the lady who is been in jail and is charged with failing to report the death of a child. So it looks like her court dates have all been pushed back because they have found her to be unfit for court. So the article says, this is Pay It, Idaho. This article is Idaho News 6. An Idaho woman accused of hiding the death of missing Fruitland boy Michael Vaughn has been found unfit to continue with court proceedings and has been committed to the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare. Sarah Wander was arrested on November 12th, accused of failing to report the death of Michael Vaughn, who was 5 years old when he went missing from his family's Fruitland home on July 27th, 2021. Since Wander's arrest, Fruitland police and ISP investigators have been excavating the backyard of the home where Wander lives. They have not yet shared any details on what they found, but Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff said they felt strongly the remains of Michael Vaughn would be found on the property. Wander was arraigned virtually in Payette County Court on Monday, November 14th.
Sally. It is about time. Okay, so sounds like Shannon add Ree. So Rhiannon. Did I do it right? Rhiannon. Yay! I'm so proud of myself. Hey, Pollyanna. If she is pregnant, it will be her first baby drug-free in jail. Yeah. Unless, there is drugs. People do get drugs in jail. Hold on. My mom just sent me her freaking will. My mom literally, Jim's passing must have got my mom thinking about wills and stuff. But since when is the youngest child the executor? But whatever, doesn't matter. It's fine. Let my sister deal with that freaking drama. Says, if either case, okay, let's see. She says, we've completed our wills, power of attorneys, and living wills. They are identical for both of us. Living wills. Both of us have elected not to have artificial life support should a physician state in writing that our death is imminent and life support would prolong the inevitable. In addition, under the same circumstances, we have elected to not receive a feeding tube or artificial hydration to prolong life. We have elected to receive any necessary drugs to keep us from unnecessarily suffering. Blank has my medical power of attorney and I have his. If blank should die before me, my youngest sister has medical power of attorney. If I should die before her stepdad or her husband, then my stepsister has his medical power of attorney. In either case, we've already made the choice of what to do so that none of you kids have to make it for us. Dave will have I didn't mean to say a name, legal power of attorney, and I have his. My youngest sister will have my mom's legal power of attorney should Dave go before me, and my stepsister will have my stepdad's power of attorney if I go before him. This leaves everything to my husband if I die first, and to me if my husband dies first. The remaining estate, when we are both gone and all bills are paid, shall be split equally between you 4 girls. If any of you pass before we do, your share will be divided equally between any of your children. If you have no children, your share will be divided equally between the other 3 girls. Should I die last, my youngest sister will be executor of our estate. Should my husband die last, your stepsister shall be the executor. In either case, any remaining funds after paying all liabilities should split equally 4 ways. Regardless of which one of us goes last, we hope that both possible executors will help each other settle the estate using their joint talents. It's no easy task, but we trust our children with it. I chose my youngest daughter as the secondary power of attorney and executor because she has no children at this point, which would give her more independence, time, availability to administer these burdens. My husband's choice was obvious since his daughter is an only child. Okay, well, that makes sense. All right. So I hope that I only read that because I think it's important for people to know to have their make sure that they have their have this stuff figured out. Also, this got me thinking because of all this. Also, I was looking into life insurance so that if something happens to me, my daughter will be okay. You know, I need to also have a will of like who I want her to stay with. And yeah, I need life insurance for sure. So make sure you guys are thinking about this stuff. Nobody likes to think about that stuff, but it's important, and the recent events have showed us that. So just sessions so you and family don't have to make them awful choices in the very future. Yeah, and Jim's passing. I mean, my mom was actually this was already in the works before Jim passed. She texted me a couple months ago asking for my social security number which I'm surprised she didn't have somewhere, but I don't know. I guess I don't have my daughter's like memorized offhand. I mean, I do have it obviously, but so I knew because she said it was for, she was again revising her will. So and actually it's probably best that's probably a good choice for executor actually, because she's not as emotional as me, and that is true. She doesn't have any kids, so that would be probably definitely that makes sense. The other two are in foster care. Are you talking about Leilani's kids? Make sure Shannon Rhiannon. One pregnant in prison for killing her own child won't work well with the other prisoners. No, but since she's pregnant, I don't know. Well, a lot of those people feel like, oh, your face isn't pregnant. But yeah, you're right. If you hurt kids, you're good as you know what. In prison, according to the people in prison. Because even the worst of the worst people in the world don't like baby killers or baby, you know what. It's gross, inhumane, unacceptable, just unfathomable. I don't even understand it, but never will. Hey, Colby. Just give you a nickname, but make it hot. How about Mercedes? Roswell. Everyone just set all this up. My mom's plans and saving her for her funeral made the whole thing a little bit easier. I got to grieve without the worry. Yeah? It made you look mad, yes. Well, I'm wondering if that means that they have found Quentin's body. What do you guys think? I should make all my mods change their names to stripper names. Rhiannon is Mercedes. Let's see. Let's I don't think Rhiannon, is she a mod yet? Hold on, let me see. This cat, dude. Uh-oh. Yeah, I need a couple mods anyway, since we lost some. It's okay though. Cat, move it, please. I think they probably have Ziggy. Your rider? Oh. Okay, rider. So we have Mercedes, rider. What's Roswell? Baby. Baby. So she's already yeah, we'll have to work on that. That's a requirement to be a mod here on the Ziggy channel. You must have stripper names and you have to change them officially. It is what it is. Yeah, yeah, let me think on that. It is what it is. Yeah, probably, or it is what it, sorry. If I see you in here after a while, like repeatedly, and I start to recognize you, yeah, I'm sure it is what it is. I'm sure you've been in here pretty regularly lately, so probably here soon. That is true. You do get all the grief. That's the thing, guys. Make sure that's a good point. Make sure that you want to be targets, because it's seriously not easy, because especially if you're in here regularly, especially now, things are going to be bad again for a couple weeks, but it will calm down like always. You guys know the drill. So I'm just saying, like, yeah, just think of that. Some people don't like, so I have had some people, contact me privately and want to be on mod because they don't like, they're private people and they don't like attention. And yeah, at one point they were even some crazy guy. He was even like going around making profiles, and I guess he still is, I'm sure he is, of like all the mods, like family members, and he was like, yeah, just total creep status. Hey, Georgette. It's okay. I'll be on it. And if anybody doesn't want to be a mod, because you don't support me anymore or whatever, and you don't want to look like you support me, just email me. Okay? Like, it's fine. I don't want anybody around who thinks I'm a horrible person anyways. I think you guys would know better. So let's see, what else can we look into here? We're not looking at Leilani. See what else we got here. The 5 o'clock news. Stronger than yesterday. I guess I'll search the internet. That might work. Tools. Past hour. Let's see. Which one's the lucky wiener? Might have found something. Here we go. I'm a really good singer. You guys want to hear? Stronger than yesterday. Oh my gosh, Boo Boo loves it. He came running towards me like it was some beautiful, harmonious melody. Oh gosh. Anyways, here we go. Let's see what this is. This is mother arrested for murder following disappearance, death of missing Savannah toddler Quentin Simon. The Chatham County Police Department has announced Leilani Simon, the mother of missing toddler Quentin Simon, has been charged with murder in the child's death. Fantastic.
Right off the top with breaking news. Chatham County Police announcing
Hold on.
We're starting off right off the top with breaking news. Chatham County Police announcing the arrest of Quentin Simon's mother, Leilani Simon, and they're charging her with murder. Joining us live from Chatham County Police headquarters is our Olivia Weil. Olivia, what can you tell us about this latest development?
Marvis, good evening. In just about an hour, we will hear from police giving us an update about the arrest of Leilani Simon, the 22-year-old mother of the 20-month-old who went missing. We do know that just an hour ago, police announced that she had been arrested and was heading to the detention center. Now, this comes as police put a pause on that landfill search, seemingly due to the holiday. Quentin first went missing on October 5th, and we will be here at the police department when they do have that press conference, keeping you updated on any of the latest details they'll be uncovering tonight. Marvis.
Olivia, thank you for that live report. A major development. I know a lot of questions. Looking forward to an update after that news conference.
Been weeks since Quentin Simon went missing. Let's get you up to speed on what led up to his disappearance and what's happened since. Over the last few months, hundreds of law enforcement officers have searched for 22-month-old Quentin Simon. October 5th is when Quentin was reported missing. 5 days later, police said there could be a criminal element to the case. In the days after, FBI agents and investigators canvassed the home and even drained the backyard pool. October 12th, Chatham County Police named Leilani Simon as the prime suspect, but did not arrest her until today. October 18th, FBI experts began searching a landfill. Police said they believe someone threw Quentin into a dumpster. Again, Chatham County Police.
Good news to pass.
Zola is here to guide you through every.
So, great news. Sorry, 1 second. I'm looking up. Let's see. Seeing if I can find her court record. One second. The babysitter, Diana, said, I don't know if they found him, but they arrested her. Yeah, because I was asking her if they found him. Okay. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. Maybe you can... Maybe somebody knows. I don't see anything. Is this not criminal? I guess this is not. Okay, this is just civil and family court. How do I look up criminal court though? And does anybody know? Okay, let's see. Chatham County, Georgia, criminal court records. This is the same thing I was just looking at. No, what are you saying? Hey, Mara. Thank you, Roswell. What? What's wrong? Oh, the press conference? Yeah, that's not till 6 p.m. though, right? Let me look. Mother, toddler reported missing on October 5th. Shut up, cat. Shut up. Pins and hard when someone ran. So, I keep the ones you got. Oh, I'm keeping the ones I got. Just there was a couple who didn't want to be mods anymore, so I was just, yeah. So it's all good though. Yeah, we see you, Sue. Okay. Meanwhile, police said they will continue a landfill search for the boy next week. Oh, so that means they haven't found him, right? If they still have a search coming up, but well, let's see. We'll have to wait till the press conference, I guess. And if I'm live here in 40 minutes, then we will watch it. Just remind me when it gets to be 6 o'clock. Colby on the pole. Croatian dish covered in dough. I found a kitten, so my hands are full. Aw. Ziggy can't get rid of us that easy. No. And you guys have this cat, dude. How many times do I have to like pick him up and like he keeps jumping up here and flopping his fat butt right on top of me. Stop it, you silly goose. Speaking of goose, those animals are really mean. Okay. We do not anticipate any other arrests in connection. Yeah, so they do not anticipate any other arrest. So looks like they're pretty much telling what's his name? Her boyfriend, Danny boy. Is that his name? Hey, Lucky Lou and Coco too. Yeah, so it looks like they're not looking, that they don't seem to think that the boyfriend had anything to do with it. difference between all these. Oh. Stop. Huh. Not sure. Usually every county has a website you can look up court records. Some are better than others, but usually there's something. So I don't know. That's I could have sworn that I looked up their. I could have sworn I was on. I looked up her records before. Let's look here. Let's see if we can get a mugshot picture of her for a thumbnail here. WTF. It says all agencies are online. Am I spelling her name right? Press conference at 30. Yeah, just remind me. Yeah, I know, Scout Sally. I get that, but I don't know. I don't understand her some of her actions recently though. Like after his death. Like I can see her like thinking that she's got it covered, that she could let her daughter stay with her, just, make sure that the kids were at a babysitter while nobody else was there. So I think she thought she had it handled so that the child wouldn't be alone with Leilani at any point. But I guess she found a way to still do it, which is really sick to think that. I mean, was this planned? Do you guys think this was planned? Not planned. So you think she just like, do you think she raged? Okay, I'll look on criminality. Thank you. Awesome. Oh, she looks thrilled. Oh, this is great. Hold on. Look at her. At least she's not smiling. Leilani's charges are for murder, false report of a crime, false statements, and concealing of another. The Chatham County Police Department has arrested 22-year-old Leilani Simon and charged her with murder in connection with the disappearance and death of her son, 20-month-old Quentin Simon. Leilani Simon was taken into custody a short time ago and is being transported to the Chatham County Detention Center where she will be held while she waits a bond hearing. We do not anticipate any other arrests in connection with this case. Leilani Simon reported her son missing from their home on October 5th, 2022. Since that time, millions of people have followed Quentin's case and have been awaiting answers. We will be releasing more details soon. Okay, so shit. Look at him. I mean, he is so freaking cute. Yep, and for those who didn't hear, Sarah Wandra's court proceedings, just like she said, they're not just on pause. It looks like she's being committed to a mental facility. So I don't know. The charges again, hold on. As far as what criminality says, but I haven't seen it on any official document. So just remember that. Because all I've seen in news clips is murder. So, but criminality YouTube channel says that her charges are for murder, false report of a crime, false statements, and the fourth charge is for concealing of another. I don't know what that means. Concealing of another what? I'm guessing concealing of another, concealing a crime. He is gorgeous. Billie Joe even said she couldn't trust her daughter in earlier interviews, so I don't know. She was in charge of providing care and protection for those babies. Look how he is always smiling. He has the cutest smile. He's such a little cutie. Sorry. So, false reporting of a crime for making false statements. Okay, charges 1, murder. Her second charge is for false reporting of a crime. Third charge is for false statements. And fourth charge, concealing of another, is what criminality put. And I'm assuming it's concealing of a crime, but we'll see if we can find it on something more official here in a second. Did they say no other arrests? Yep. Simmery. That's what I was wondering. I'm wondering if the remains were found also, but it says that they're scheduled to continue searching next week, so it doesn't sound like it, but gosh, I don't know. I mean, the babysitter says she doesn't know if they found them. Okay, let's the heck? Leilani Simon, mom of disappeared Georgia toddler Quentin Simon, charged with his murder. My computer is going so slow. I don't understand. So let's see. So in like 15 minutes, we're gonna have a couple's dog was killed and skinned just 3 miles away from where. What? Dang it! Can you move? A couple's dog was killed and skinned just 3 miles away from where 4 University of Idaho students were fatally stabbed on November 13th. Did you guys know about this? No, yeah. If she threw her baby away like trash, trust me, and she will get what's coming to her. No matter how hard they try to keep her segregated. I don't think they really segregate in prison. Unless like you're put in what they have solitary confinement, but I think for like if you're put in the hole or whatever. Is it supposed to say concealing of a body? I'm not sure. I haven't seen these charges officially any other place. So a dog was killed and skinned just 3 miles away from where 4 University of Idaho students were fatally stabbed on November 13th. What the heck? A couple's. Okay, so this is the couple. Here's the dog. Buddy, a 12-year-old mini Australian shepherd, was slaughtered on October 21st, leading locals to fear a connection between the two attacks. Oh my God. Killed and skinned down under. I think that's what it said. Yes, killed and skinned the dog. Like they made something out of the fur. The poor baby. Seriously, that's so horrible. God. Supernatural star dead. I don't know who she is. Nikki A. Cox, who played Meg Masters on Supernatural, has died at age of 47. She's 47 here. Well, I'm sure she's a little bit younger here, but holy crap. This girl's supposed to be in her 40s. Wow. While no cause of death has been revealed, she has announced on Instagram that she was battling leukemia. Okay, well, sorry. I thought this had something to do with Quentin Simon in there. Oh, let's save this. Dang it, no, it's not going to let me say it. I'm going to just screenshot it. Yeah, I'm still there. One second. Let's put that in my Quentin folder for later use. Yeah. Look at that. Evil eyes, exactly. I'll take her off the screen here in a second. Wow. She does look miserable there, and I hope she is miserable. She should be. I mean, I don't know. I hope they did. Okay, so concealing the death of another, according to Deets on the Streets community page. Hey, Kathy. Hey, who knows? She's not pregnant. There's a rumor started because Billy Joe asked for kids. So, yeah, but the reason why I asked earlier if she was pregnant because did you see her when that arrest video of her? Her belly was like something was pooched out. Like if it wasn't her belly, I don't know. Maybe there was something on the front of her that made her look. But her belly sure looked like. What the heck? I haven't seen this picture. Quinn's father, Henry Moss, has previously said he hadn't heard from Leilani in months, but warned police she was not a good mother. She's a terrible person and she's going to jail or hell. She's evil. She shouldn't be here out in society, he told the Daily Mail. If she didn't want him, she could have told me. I would have come and got him, Moss added. Chatham police said more details on Simon's arrest would be released soon. Leilani wanted out of the treatment center. Her mom, Billy Joe, said, not staying here, picked her up, took her directly to law enforcement. She was then arrested. Not sure what was said or exactly why. Huh. Queen Bee's live. Why did Billy take her to law enforcement? Was it like, I mean, that's good, but of course, I guess I should maybe look up this live that you're talking about. But where can I see the press conference? Remind me of the press conference that starts soon.
that are inciting violence.
Or referring to the child in states of decomposition, like at the top of their lungs.
Is there I put the video in the chat, in the chat that what the
Something else that was she's got to, you know, as hard as that was, she knew the right thing. She knew what the right thing to do was from the beginning, and that's why I stood behind her like I did, because I believed in her and I knew. She said she wanted justice for her grandson, no matter what that looked like. No, how you want to look at it, she loves her grandson and misses her grandson. No, she did, and turned her in for what she's done to her grandson. There you go. And they arrested her and it just really bothered Billy that she made other arrangements. She has been. I can tell you right now that Billy Joe said she doesn't know if Quentin's been found. What she does know, though, is she had a really hard time. She had a very hard time, you know, looking her daughter in the face every day and trying to live a life with her daughter in the house. So she made other arrangements for her to go to a facility somewhere where she could be, she could get help and she could be watched until things were figured out, you know, and until the police, you know, were certain, you know, until Quentin was found or whatever, until she just couldn't, Billy couldn't have her there. She just could not physically have her there. She loves her daughter, but she could not have her there. And she's asked Leilani several times to tell her the truth, asked her what happened, and she just acted like nothing happened, like she didn't do anything wrong. And it just really bothered Billy that she couldn't have her there. So with that said, she decided to check herself out today, and Billy went and picked her up, and she took her straight to the police station, to the FBI and the police. And she said, I don't know what, I'm not sure what you guys, you know, what, I'm not really sure what to do at this point. So, here you go. And they arrested her for murder.
You guys, that can't be the story. You don't get that Billy Joe's not she's not God. She doesn't get to decide. That's not how it happened. There's no way. I know, right? Like, if that were true, if this is true, people are going to freaking have bitch fits, like worldwide. BFs times infinity. Do you know how like an uproar the internet will be if we were to find out law enforcement could have arrested her the whole time and had enough to go on, but just weren't. They were just letting her hang out. But since Billy Joe said to arrest her, they were like, okay. Yeah, it could have started like that. It could have started like that. I'm guessing. Maybe they got her to confess. Which I would have thought that they already did, because they're looking in the landfill. waiting for her to get out of rehab. No. I don't think they're worried about why would the cops be like, I just don't know. I don't know if I don't think they would do that, Carrie, but maybe, I guess. I don't think that they would allow somebody to stay free so they can go to a rehab center, especially a baby killer. What the heck? Sorry, I just got an email. Why is Dee Dee blocked from the chat? Okay, so do we have so what is probably going on is I probably have somebody, if anybody's blocked from your chat, if anybody's blocked that shouldn't be blocked, can you email me? Because I'm guessing that we have a couple like rogue mods who are just like purposely deleting people because they don't like me now or whatever. Hold on. Okay, so let me see here if I can. Okay, so it's Dee Dee. What the heck? Like, there's. What the hell? They're deleting or freaking blocking people that. What the hell? Well, thank you. Thank you to the person who emailed me because C12 is freaking blocked. Oh my God, these people, whoever you are, you're an asshole. but good one, good one. I wish there was a button just to unblock everybody and just start fresh. Oh my God. If you have to laugh, right? So if you're listening and you're blocked, and you're not supposed to be, just email me please at YouTubeZiggy@outlook.com. Somebody was really bored last night and went through and just blocked a bunch of people. Somebody has really no life. What's that? What's that mean? WTOC. Oh, shit, yeah. WTOC. On YouTube? Shit, thank you. I was all freaking in my... Where? Okay. I unblocked you, Kayla. Somebody's went and blocked a whole bunch of people. It won't. There's no way to. Okay, WT. Do you guys know where? Is this it?
The power of one small act.
Oh shit. Hold on. Somebody's got to have that. It's got to be on here.
In this case, meaning murder, not just an arrest for, like we talked about, negligence or anything.
Our search teams at the waste found what they believed were for the many people who came to know him after his disappearance and for our department. When we first received the call that Quentin was missing, we were hopeful that we would find him alive and unharmed. But as we have been telling you for weeks, all of our evidence pointed to his mother being responsible for his death and disappearance and his remains being found in the landfill. I would like to thank the many people and agencies who worked hard to ensure that Quentin was found, that he would have a proper resting place and that justice would be served. First and foremost, I want to thank the FBI. We are incredibly grateful for their invaluable assistance. Their expertise, their manpower, resources, and guidance are unmatched and were crucial in our efforts to find Quentin. They were on the scene within 3 hours of Quentin being reported missing and have assisted with every aspect of this investigation. The resources they poured into the landfill search are extraordinary and are the reason that we were able to find Quentin. I can't thank them enough.
Man.
Chatham County Police Department's Criminal Investigation Division also deserves special recognition. Their devotion to Quentin,
They found
to
him.
making sure this crime did not go
him.
unsolved,
Oh
is
my
an example of
What? What? What was that?
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. As millions flock to the metaverse, many are experiencing unnecessary pain and suffering. Terrible car crash.
I was driving home from practice and I remember seeing this car.
not be able to answer, but we'll be willing to take some questions at this time.
You found Leilani that you guys found bones in the landfill? Is that?
We found human remains, yes, ma'am.
Do you believe that Leilani was murdered?
Put in that dumpster, do you believe that he was alive then or had died before he was in the
Could you? I didn't hear the first part. I'm
Do you
sorry.
believe that Quentin Simon was alive when he was in the landfill? Do you believe he died before he was put in that dumpster?
I can't answer that question.
You've charged Leilani with murder. Can you speak on whether you think it was accidental or intentional?
I can't speak to that.
Can you talk a little bit about what evidence you all confirmed or learned on Friday with you all to go ahead and make that arrest specifically for today versus earlier on?
Well, as we had said from the beginning with the landfill, we had every belief that Quentin was there in the landfill. Having found what we found on Friday and the preliminary findings from the FBI that we got today led us to make an arrest today. We feel that we have a very strong case. We have put thousands of hours into this, and we believed that this was the right move today to be able to do that. She doesn't deserve a Thanksgiving, quite frankly, if I can go off script a little bit. Quentin deserves that.
You said that you didn't believe any other arrest would be made. Are you guys looking into Billy Joe at all?
We are not.
And so you just to confirm, kind of clarify that you all were looking to find some sort of remains from the body to go ahead and move forward with the arrest.
That's correct.
Chief, would the charges have been the same in this case had you not made that discovery on Friday? Say if this case had continued, the search found nothing in the landfill, would you still have been able to make a case for Quentin to have justice, or how significant was this find?
Well, it was very significant, obviously, for obvious reasons. We do believe we had a strong case otherwise, but that would have been in counsel with the Chatham County District Attorney's Office, but we believe we had a strong case otherwise.
You've certainly been very personal about this, and you said at that landfill that day with the picture behind you, you said, we want to make sure we bring Quentin home and we give him a final place of rest. We wanted him to be able to make sure he wasn't in that dump. On Friday, how personal was that find for you?
Well, it was very personal, quite frankly. I mean, there's a lot of aspects to that. I mean, knowing the hard work that went into this investigation, everybody, not just Chatham County Police Department, but everybody that chipped in, the FBI, GBI, DNR, Chatham County Sheriff's Office, the civilians, you name it, from A to Z, we were 100% committed to bringing justice for Quentin and to appreciate the amount of human effort, the amount of human emotion that goes into a case like this, and to appreciate, hopefully, that this comes to a conclusion in terms of a conviction and things of that nature. You know, you have a lot of emotions about that. You also have a lot of emotions as just a general human being, as a person who has children. You see the impact that has on people. So if you step back and take a moment to kind of absorb that, I think that if you didn't have any feelings about that, you might have to ask yourself a few questions.
Like, was there any evidence collected outside of the search in the landfill, the remains you guys found on Friday? Was there any evidence you guys found in the searches you guys did at the pool, cell phones, or computers, or anything that also led to the arrest?
I can't answer that.
Has Leilani's status as a flagrant changed, or did it change prior to the arrest?
No.
Chief, you say this is preliminary. You would assume there isn't other human remains in that landfill, but until you get it fully 100% confirmed that these are Quentin's remains, what makes you confident to make the arrest today?
I can't get into the high level of detail, but just on some of the preliminary information that we got from the FBI, we have a high level of confidence that those are Quentin's remains. And we felt that we needed to make the arrest today because that was the right thing to do.
There's a lot of pressure
human
in the
remains, what kind of remains are we talking when you say human remains? Any more specific details about?
No, ma'am. Go ahead.
Chief, this case has been one that has made national news.
Mhm.
There's been a lot of pressure against you personally with your name out of the mouth of protesters, out of the mouth of the people in the community. You've gotten a lot of pressure about making this arrest. Standing here today and knowing that you have this key piece of evidence, as you just said, what kind of message do you send to the community? For the people, A, that had your back, that said, yes, we're going to wait on the police to do this. And then to the people who said, this arrest should have happened almost 50 days ago.
Well, you know, I didn't honestly feel a lot of pressure, quite frankly, only because I believed in our investigative process, the expertise that we were seeking that was around us, you know, having a little bit of experience, you know, in this profession. I understand I understood people's perspective. I understood that, you know, some people had their own strong feelings about when an arrest should be made and things that were going on. But we stayed focused on what we know and what we know how to do. And in conjunction with the FBI, we stayed the course. And so to those folks that supported us, to the citizens that believed in us and believed in our department, I thank you. And for those that had questions, that's their right to do so. This is America. You can have all the opinions you want, but you know, I'm just so proud of our team and where we're at today.
As far as today's conclusion, do you feel like there's a sense of relief as far as you all, officers, FBI agents, to come to an arrest and go ahead and move forward with this case?
Sure there is. You know, I wouldn't be honest if I didn't say that there was, you know, some weight lifted off of the organization and particularly those detectives and investigators who were completely and 100% committed to seeking justice for Quentin. So there is a little bit of relief, but be mindful there's still a lot of work to do, and they're dedicated to doing that, and we want to see this to successful prosecution.
I got a two-parter. Is the landfill search over?
We haven't made that decision yet. That's a decision point that we'll come to once we're able to get some more analysis done, and we'll confer with the FBI and see what the best course of action is.
And Leilani is also charged with making false statements. What false statements did she make?
I can't get into that.
Is she cooperating with police right now? Is Leilani cooperating with police?
She's at the Chatham County Detention Center right now.
And as far as we go back to the initial question that I asked about whether or not you guys found phones in the landfill, because it's reflected that you said he was arrested.
Well, human remains, some of that are some of them are human bones, and some other evidentiary matters.
And as far as the bond, is there do you all have any updates as to when that would be the bond hearing, when that would be?
I do not have that confirmed. I do believe it'll take place tomorrow, but I don't have any time or any confirmation on that. We did, you know, take her to the detention center rather late in the day, so I'm sure that information will come out pretty.
Leilani made a statement to me that she wouldn't turn herself in. Was there any talk of giving her that opportunity?
No. Right.
Chief, you said in the beginning that when we're at the landfill, you said that there's a very specific dumpster that this child was put in. Can you just give us the location of that? How far this was from the house where Quentin was last seen?
I can't give you that information.
I have one more question. Can you just give
Last
us
question.
an estimate on how long this analysis would take of what you guys found?
It could take up to a week. And I have one last comment, and I want to thank you guys. Because just like sometimes law enforcement gets the short end of the stick, you guys get the short end of the stick too. And you guys have been amazing, our local media throughout this. You've been fair, you've been direct, you've asked good questions, and you've, you know, given us some deference when we needed some deference. And so I just wanted to say thank you for your work that you do every day. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We do want to stress, at least the FBI could have walked that.
Direct, you've asked good questions, and you've, you know, given us some deference when we needed some deference. And so I just wanted to say thank you for your work that you do every day. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Here in a second, when it lets me, I'm going to rewind it. I was just going through the block list, and I just unmodded a bunch of people. So I'm just going to like start over on mods. So if for some reason you're unmodded, just and want to be. If for some reason you were a mod and you're unmodded now and still want to be a mod, let me know. So I'm just going through these real quick. Let me see here if it will let me, yeah, he was crying. That was so sad. He's such a, he's such a sweetie. He's so, I mean, for that, in that kind of, job, like, maybe if I refresh this, maybe we can rewind. I don't know.
I would describe myself as a
We missed a lot of the beginning because technical difficulties. Okay, so I'm talking about if you were unmodded just a second ago. And okay, Pollyanna, do you want? Yeah, I see you, Sandra. Christy. Oh, how did I seriously I modded Rhiannon Shannon Rhiannon. Shannon Rhiannon. Your name is so hard for me. Anyways, I modded her earlier and I just realized I unmodded her. Hey, nicely done. Yep, betrayed by the one who should have protected him the most. It's our job to protect children from the monsters. Hard to do when they live under the same roof. Yep. You think the boyfriend had to know? Yeah, they found it. I'm trying to play the new. I might have to actually find it on YouTube.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan.
Well, that's great news, guys. Definitely good news to start the week. But after I play, I do want to see if I can play that. Or let's hold on. I could probably play maybe I'll play one of these other people's and rewind it, maybe. I want to find somebody that doesn't talk during it.
Died here in Savannah. So you'll remember 20-month-old Quentin Simon went missing in early October from his Buckhalter Road home. Now, after an extensive search in nearby areas, authorities later named his mother, Leilani Simon, the picture you just saw on the screen, as the prime suspect in this case. Meanwhile, investigators with Chatham County PD and the FBI have believed the child's remains are located within a landfill in Chatham County. We want to go right now to the breaking press briefing with Chief Hadley.
The Chatham County Police Department. I'm accompanied this evening by Will Clark with the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
This afternoon, Chatham County Police Department detectives arrested 22-year-old Leilani Simon and charged her with malice murder, concealing the death of another person, false reporting, and making false statements in connection with the disappearance and death of her son, 20-month-old Quentin Simon. Leilani Simon is being held at the Chatham County Detention Center and is awaiting a bond hearing. We do not anticipate any other arrests in this case. She has been the sole suspect from the beginning. On Friday, our search teams at the Waste Management landfill found what they believed were human remains.
Oh, my word.
This afternoon, the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia confirmed that they are, in fact, human remains. Additional testing, including a DNA analysis, is being conducted, and we have every reason to believe that this will confirm the remains are Quentin's. This is a heartbreaking development for everyone who loved Quentin, for the many people who came to know him after his disappearance, and for our department. When we first received the call that Quentin was missing, we were hopeful that we would find him alive and unharmed. But as we have been telling you for weeks, all of our evidence pointed to his mother being responsible for his death and disappearance, and his remains being found in the landfill. I would like to thank the many people and agencies who worked hard to ensure that Quentin was found, that he would have a proper resting place, and that justice would be served. First and foremost, I want to thank the FBI. We are incredibly grateful for their invaluable assistance, their expertise, their manpower, resources, and
Guys, I had to unmod everybody and redo it. Were you guys not hearing me? Somebody was blocking people like at a fast rate. Like they were blocking really quickly. So I unmodded everybody real fast and then clicked save and decided I would just start over and mod. So there's nothing personal. It's just it's just that I had to hurry up and do it. And only like and since I was trying to get it done fast, like pretty much everybody was deleted. Only a few people that I knew for sure it wasn't, and I just kept going. So it's not personal at all. But if you don't want to be a mod, it's fine. I saw Country Girl's question. Do you want us to let people in chat that I've been talking crap about you here? Yeah, let people stay until they say something like let people have their opinions, of course, but just if it's just completely out of line, and let them stay. And if I decide I want to, I'll block them, Is Dee Dee in here now? I don't know what's to be disappointed about, Lil Meech, but here, let's continue. There's nothing to be disappointed. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened yet. Like I haven't even had a chance to even pay it back yet. But trust and believe I'll be paying it back much quicker now, because I definitely do not want to borrow money off somebody who regrets it. So, and I'm not going to live my life like feeling anxiety about a loan. So yeah, I'm going to want to get that over quickly. So yeah, just make sure though that when you donate to people too, and the other to creators and stuff, make sure that like that's what you want to do. Don't ever use it against them at a later date, and because it's you're supposed to give without any type of strings attached, when you donate. Now, I mean, obviously if it's a loan, it needs to be paid back. So anyways, just want to say that. Let's continue this.
Guidance are unmatched and were crucial in our efforts to find Quentin. They were on the scene within 3 hours of Quentin being reported missing and have assisted with every aspect of this investigation. The resources they poured into the landfill search are extraordinary and are the reason that we were able to find Quentin. I can't thank them enough. Chatham County Police Department's Criminal Investigation Division also deserves special recognition. Their devotion to Quentin, to making sure this crime did not go unsolved, is an example of police work at its finest. Our detectives worked tirelessly and were determined to follow every lead and uncover every piece of evidence in this case. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation, Chatham County Sheriff's Office, and Department of Natural Resources all had officers searching the landfill alongside our officers in the FBI. The support of the Chatham County Emergency Management Agency, Chatham Emergency Services, Chatham Occupational Safety and Health, Savannah Police, and Savannah Fire also were invaluable in this massive effort. Finally, I would like to thank the many people who showed their support for our department during this incredibly difficult and important investigation. We appreciate those who kept faith in the system and waited patiently for evidence we needed to make sure Quentin has every opportunity to receive the justice he deserves. At this point, I'd like to turn it over to Will Clark, who has some comments from the FBI.
Good evening. My name is Will Clark. I'm the Senior Supervisory Resident Agent of the Savannah and Brunswick offices of the FBI. 1 month ago, we began this landfill search alongside Chatham County Police Department with one purpose in mind, and that was to find Quentin and to bring him home. On Friday, search crews from the FBI and Chatham County found what we preliminarily believe are partial remains from a human child. Those bones were immediately sent to our lab in Quantico, Virginia. Additional testing for potential confirmation is now underway. It could be days before we have final results. What happened to this 20-month-old child is unthinkable. No child should be harmed by anyone. Let alone the person in their lives that should be their protector. This investigation does not end here. There is more work to do. The FBI, along with our law enforcement partners, will continue to find justice for Quentin. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll appreciate that. We'll try to answer some questions that you may have. Just be mindful that there's many we may not be able to answer, but we'll be willing to take some questions at this time.
You charged Leilani with murder. You guys found in the landfill? Is that?
We found human remains. Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe the point that Quentin was put in that dumpster? Do you believe that he was alive then or had died before he was in the dumpster?
We have been listening to Chief Jeff Hadley, who you still see on our screen right now from the Chatham County Police Department. And he did just confirm that Leilani Simon has been charged with murder in the death of her son, Quentin Simon. In fact, that information came via Twitter from the Chatham County Police Department.
Why is the lady interrupting the Q&A time?
The chief says that Leilani Simon has been charged with malice murder, concealing a death of another person, and making false statements as well. And this big information as well related to this case coming from Friday's search the team actually found in that landfill human remains. Those remains, according to Will Clark with the police, the FBI here in Savannah and Brunswick.
I hope you guys don't mind, but I think, don't you also want to see
those remains were sent to
the questions?
Sorry, I walked away. To that lady to sorry, I went to sorry, I was looking at text. But anyways, that is good news. Broke down as soon as I found they heard remains. I realized I would never be able to work a remains recovery unit. It was not in that landfill and somewhere happy and safe. Yep. The sad people are having to ask if they can be seen in chat. Everyone, please be kind. Jesus and Ziggy loves you. Aw. Yeah, it's true. That is a true statement, though. Aw, thank you. She says, love you, girl. Keep being strong and being you. Thank you. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna focus on true crime, you guys. And focus on my reselling, and I'll take care of my responsibilities. Nobody worry a thing about that. But I won't be discussing it anymore because it causes stress to several, not just myself, and so yeah. And there's nothing else I can do but apologize to for the things I feel like I did wrong, or the things I feel like I need to apologize for, and also just pay back to them. There's nothing else I can do. So with that, I'm gonna do what I said yesterday and just not talk about it anymore. Not even now. I'm just saying that. Thank you, Connie. I might start an OnlyFans account. Oh my God. Why did you weren't supposed to, you big mouth. You weren't supposed to tell anybody. What the hell, dude? Secret's out of the bag now, guys. I might as well tell you. So yeah, here like next week, I was thinking about starting an OnlyFans account. It's gonna be Zigster Unleashed. Ziggy After Dark. It's gonna be the real Ziggy After Dark. I'm kidding. I tried to play along. Yeah. Exactly. I feel exactly the same. I think Hakuna's always had a wrench. Hakuna's never been de-wrenched, I don't think. Not from maybe a short time. I don't remember. Maybe for a month or two, a while back. Who the hell knows? I don't unmod people. Like people, what I mean is that's not exactly true. I don't turn on people is what I mean. See, After Dark. Oh, he came on today. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I even had modded somebody today for the first time and even unmodded them during that whole thing and then remodded them. I was at first just doing it real fast, you know, because I wasn't sure. I had some, and another reason why I do that is I wasn't sure exactly who wanted to be mods still. And I figured if I just unmodded everybody, the ones that were already mods, if they still want to be a mod, they would let me know. Yeah, so thank you. Sue Marie. Sue Marie is a good one. Thank you, Sue Marie and Dee Dee, by the way. I hear you guys have been sticking up for me. I appreciate that. Where's Carrie? Is she in here? If she when she comments, she'll, and I see it, she'll get it back for sure. But yeah, well, there's a reason why it kind of disappeared for a while, but I think she'll be around more often now. So, anyways, no love Ziggy, but some new rules in place could be beneficial. I don't think we need to be blocking people. In my opinion, that should be on you. I'm hoping that my rules for the channel as far as like blocking just are, I mean, I really don't want people blocked if at all possible. But obviously if somebody is just unwilling to be a decent human being, then just block them, you know, and don't have to ask. Just do it. Okay. I mean, just obviously don't abuse the privilege. And then the first go-to is to just delete the comment if it's a one where somebody says a word that could get the channel in trouble or whatever because of YouTube's silly rules. Then, you know, just delete the comment, and if a person gets upset, just explain to them about the reason why. But yeah, give people a chance, and then yeah, the whole timeout thing, that's up to you guys, really. I know, McRow, that's crazy. Yeah, I guess they did. Carrie was on here earlier. Oh, there's Rue. I don't think Rennie, you don't want to be a mod, do you? Oh, well, thank you, Rennie. Yeah, I need to learn how to I need to really get into meditation. I see your little meditation person, and I'm like, that would be something that definitely would benefit me because I have to work on my temper. Or I don't know if it's temper, but it would be like my anger. Did they find him Friday? Is that what they said? There was an amazing tavern. Hey, Steppers. So Friday they were found. And then also the other news is that Sarah Wandra, she has been found mentally incompetent and has been committed to a mental hospital. So is that going to delay answers for us about her? Do you guys think? Like her involvement? And Michael Vaughn? Dee Dee, sometimes me and my daughter both, like, for one, we're going to church. And I think both of us could benefit in some kind of anger management, whether that be like meditation or something. Are they still digging that yard? That's a good question. Oh, thank you, Simmery. I appreciate that. That really, really means a lot, guys. I just know that I'm just going to continue. My plan is just to continue to try to keep doing the next right thing. That's the only thing I can do, right? And if I slip up, then make it right. But yeah, that's all I can do, and I don't know what anybody else could want more than that. Yeah, yoga would be cool. I thought it was just a bag. You thought what was just a bag? There, Sherry, you were one of the ones they blocked too. Yeah, hiking is very. I just don't know around here where there's not any place really that close that would be a really cool place to, drive to and just go walk some trails or something, or go be one with nature. I can't think of anything really super close. I feel like I would have to travel to probably Brown County is a good one, but man, just to take a little stroll, that's quite the trek. Get an aquarium and stare at it with the music of Apex Twin on in the background. That's my obtuse recommendation. Yeah, music is very, very healing. And I imagine the sound of the aquarium and also the fish. So, like the bubbles with the motor of the whatever it is running and stuff, along with the music. And yeah, I'm sure it would be really relaxing. And if you happen to smoke THC, that would probably be a very fun component of the experience. Takes a lot of practice for meditation. Start with mindfulness and work your way up to meditation. Mindfulness. I've listened to ASMR for probably like 6 to 8 years. So I've kind of already, I guess, practice, or I don't know how to go. I don't know how to put it, but I guess it's like practiced meditation through like ASMR, because it's really kind of hypnotizing. Also, when I'm driving, I get hypnotized really bad. Like long drives. Is everything going on in your life? I think you're doing amazing. Anybody with parole is going to have off. Exactly. I was in such a bad place that book seriously is amazing. You don't have to start at page 1. I always read that book when I'm sad or going through shit, even today. Care of the Soul. I wrote that message at that time. This book found me and totally saved my life, and it's like none other. Changed my perspective. Care of the Soul by Thomas More. I'm not much of a book reader, but like maybe an audio. I tried it. One of you guys made a recommendation to me, and I was trying to find an audio book of it, because reading is another thing that hypnotizes me. And that's the thing I struggled with really, really bad when I was taking classes. I hated it. It was horrible. I mean, I've even cried because of it. I can't stay awake. Like when I have to read, it's like, it feels like I'm on drugs. It's the weirdest thing. But it's not a good experience, because especially, it can be relaxing, but it's not, like if you have to read to get something done, it's really frustrating. Even when I research these cases and stuff, it does it. And I'm nodding like I'm on heroin or something. Face feels like it's gonna smack the keyboard. So I don't know why that is, but and why it does that. So that's why when I can, I try to avoid reading, unfortunately. Have you ever had a sleep study? No. So reading to there's no sign when it's the people that see someone going through a lot and they have to come in and try to make it worse. It bothers me. Yeah. It's definitely the worst thing that's ever happened in my life. So, but unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, it changes day to day for me, but life goes on and you have to learn how to cope with whatever is thrown at you, you know? So I don't have a choice, guys. And that's the thing that I try to let people know is, and why I get so frustrated, is people are all worried about my finances and how I'm going to pay this and pay that. It's like, you guys, I mean, I don't have a choice. Like, I'm also a hustler too. And please don't underestimate me, because you're going to kind of look a little silly when it's all said and done. Because when there's a will, there's a way, and when you're determined to, when I'm determined to get something done, I do it. So, and that can be any of us. Seriously, you just have to stay positive and just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and then, like, eventually you'll be freaking shocked what you've accomplished. Just taking baby steps forward towards your goal. So, yeah. You don't sound like a hustler. Look at your voice. Well, I don't mean a hustler like a gangster, or a drug dealer. I just, that's the best word I can think to use at the moment. I'm not a lyricist, but I just mean I have tons of product here, guys. Tons. Okay, I'm not gonna try to make myself like a target for a thief or something, but maybe an Anna Lee thief. But as far as clothing, I just got a box in of high-end clothing I'm gonna list. I have some. I'm gonna be doing a sale on Whatnot of drugstore makeup. So I think on Whatnot, maybe on here, and you're gonna see that a lot. If I have to, if I am not making no money on YouTube, then yeah, if I have to, I'll just I have to do what I have to do. You know what I mean? And I'm going to, as far as my responsibilities, because I have a daughter. So yeah, I have tons of product, and plenty of product to sell to continue buying and reselling and do good at it. So there's someone's there are people that have made it known they don't care for Ziggy already, and they just have to come rub salt in the wound. I don't understand attacking someone they're already down. Codependent no more. Yeah, that's probably a good one for me. Definitely. We were very codependent on each other. Very codependent on each other. I didn't realize it. I don't know how I didn't realize it. I was trying to break that, subconsciously. It's not that I didn't love him, it's just that we weren't really good in a relationship. Hey, Joy. Rennie is a very intelligent, and she's very fair. She's a very fair person. So, as fair as they come, you know what I mean? We're all biased at some things, whether we want to admit it or not. So, care of the soul. They have some honoring symptoms of voice of the soul. Once a week, people in the thousands show up for their regular appointment with a therapist. They bring problems they have talked about many times before, problems that cause them intense emotional pain and make their lives miserable. Depending on the kind of therapy employed, the problems will be analyzed, referred back to childhood and parents, or attributed to some key factors such as the failure to express anger, alcohol in the family, or childhood abuse. Whatever the approach, the aim will be health or happiness achieved by the removal of these central problems. Care of the soul is a fundamentally different way of regarding daily life and the quest for happiness. The emphasis may not be on problems at all. One person might care for the soul by buying or renting a good piece of land, another by selecting an appropriate school or program of study, another by painting his house or his bedroom. Care of the soul is a continuous process that concerns itself not so much with fixing a central flaw as with attending to the small details of everyday life, as well as to major decisions and changes. I'll see if I can find the audio, and I'll also that Codependent No More I'll check out too, and that. Oh, well, thank you, Sherry. Codependent No More by Melody Beatty. Sounds approximately. Yeah, I thought I saw people, a request that I have heard from some of you guys is some people want like really cheap cosmetic, like drugstore makeup. So I usually know the type of drugstore makeup most people want. So hopefully you guys will buy it, because drugstore makeup is still expensive. I mean, sometimes it's crazy. $20 for a foundation. Sometimes $15, $20 for a foundation. So if I sell it to for like $3, $4, then heck. You can make that's the best way. If anybody wants to get into reselling, the best way to get started is if you're wanting to sell beauty products. The best way to get started that's guaranteed that you will make money, is to purchase a drugstore makeup lot. But make sure you can see what you're getting usually, unless you trust the seller. Or make sure you read reviews really, really well of other people's experiences on these mystery likes or whatever. But a drugstore, purchase like one of those lots that have, 300 pieces of drugstore makeup or whatever, and make sure it's good brands like that. Don't get the ones that are like the real cheapy ones. People actually like Wet n Wild nowadays. It's actually really popular. And NYX and Leilani and Elf. So, and then of course, some people like Rimmel and L'Oreal, and Almay doesn't usually do very well, to be honest. Maybelline's pretty okay. Awesome, Sue Marie. Thank you to the person that just emailed me. I saw that, and I'll check it out here in a little bit. Love Elf, but I can't ever seem to get the right shade. I remember back when Elf first came out. Does any of you guys remember? Are any of you like my age, around 40-ish? When it first came out, it was like their products were like $1. And they still try to have those like real cheapy products, but actually people love Elf. And another really good brand online that's like kind of considered, people would consider kind of, like I consider kind of drugstore level. It's like above drugstore level because it's not really sold in drugstores, but it's very cheap, good makeup is ColourPop. ColourPop, Leilani, NYX. But yeah, don't get those real cheap ones like the Hey Stormy, let me see. Okay, good. So don't be alarmed if you're not modded. I have modded everybody in and starting over. So if you notice that you're unmodded, email me so I will mod you back. Merle Norman, my friend used to work there. I remember going to the mall to visit her. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I've sold Merle Norman makeup before, like through like reselling, and they're actually, you know, an expensive makeup brand. I don't know. I guess they're supposed to be pretty good. What? The heroin skin tone palette? Oh my god. You still wear Merle Norman. I don't know how either. I'm going to just call you Benson. Yeah, so okay, so good. It's good to see that there's some interest in this. So but like you purchase big lots of that and you can, you know, try to maybe you can purchase that on eBay and like the big lots of drugstore makeup and not have to worry about whether the makeup is fake or not, because they don't fake drugstore makeup. But when you purchase off places like eBay, when it comes to high-end makeup, you have to be really careful and check the reviews, look at the pictures. Yeah, you have to use your experience and knowledge and look up. Man, I can't tell you how many YouTube videos I've watched on makeups, which you know, like Jeffree Star palette is what to look for to know they're real. And yeah, they found him. They've actually known since Friday. So she threw her baby in the freaking trash, like trash, and let him be like mangled to. Okay, we'll just trigger warning times 1,000 right now. Because I didn't realize this at first. But do you guys know what happens to your trash when it goes to these places? They compact it. She did that to her baby. I don't know, man. I don't know how somebody can live with themselves, man. I hope it haunts her, the thought of him in that compactor. Sorry for the mental picture, guys, but she deserves it. So that's why there's partial remains, you know. So they're probably finding bone chips. God, so sick, man. You can't. She couldn't even give her a proper burial. You know, she's not even like halfway decent. Like maybe let's say like it was an accident. She's covering it up or something. She can't even like be a halfway decent human being and take them to and bury them somewhere you can visit. People can visit. I mean, what the heck? Like, what kind of monster you have to be? Animal activity at dumps too. Yeah, there might be charges to come for the grandmother. I mean, that might be in the works. Hey, Robin. Positive thing is women in prison don't like baby killers, so she won't have a good time in there. Right? Right, Benson? That's true. It should be equal. Never make sure that you're pulling your weight in your relationships. So, you don't feel hi, this user. Grandma does need to face some kind of charges, in my opinion. I still believe the little apparition captured on Betty's live stream that night with Quentin's ghost, lens flare or not. That did look crazy. I have to admit, guys. I don't know. It does look crazy, but I think wasn't there an explanation for it or something? Are they saying it was a light? It looked crazy. I mean, that looked crazy. It did. Yeah, I have no shame. I have no reason to be ashamed, Buttercup, actually. There's nothing that's been done wrong. Like, yet, I haven't even had a chance to freaking pay anything back. Something that was agreed upon it was agreed upon in advance that would take several months. So, you guys are acting like I stole something. And stop saying elderly. God, that's so offensive. They keep saying elderly to try to make it look worse. Like if I would be like so pissed if somebody kept saying elderly about me. Anyways, Yes, they did, Amanda. They did find bones on Friday, I guess, but they just did a news conference today, or press conference, I should say. And yep, Leilani is arrested. Woohoo! And she's a monster who, I don't care how high she was or how much Xanax she freaking took to try to numb herself from any morality. I cannot imagine being. I had my days, as we know, with using. And I cannot think of a time that I would have ever been high enough. I can't imagine ever being high enough doing such a thing. Even on my worst trip where, I have a bad trip and I'm freaking out and thinking that the turkey leg that my boyfriend's chasing me with is a knife and gonna stab me. Even when was so out of my mind like that, you still have flashes of reality. I understand. I mean, that some people do some psychedelics and stuff, is still like people have to take responsibility for their actions and stop, like, you have to, if you do the crime, you do the time, and that's just how it is. If you're willing to put your baby in a compactor and smash them, then we should be able to put her in a compactor and smash her. I mean, she had no problem doing it to her son, so it's what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? That's how I feel. I mean, seriously, that's how it should be. If there's absolute proof that somebody did a crime like this, that's seriously how it should be. Like an eye for an eye type deal. I mean, isn't that what the Bible pretty much says? Or not? Or does the Bible not say that? Oops. You think Michael Vaughn has really messed up? Exactly, Stormy. Exactly. And I know some people like that. Hopefully they'll put her little social. Oh, that's funny, Caleb. Her little social butterfly ass all by herself. Oh, man. Well, she's ruined her life for the rest of her life, and she's young. She's going to have a long, miserable life. Seriously. Well, or it could be very short. I doubt that she's going to be able to live a long life, because these type of criminals just don't last long. Because inmates do everything they can to get to them. It doesn't matter what type of protocols are taken. You like Revlon? Oh, thank you, Sherry. It's a death penalty case. Oh, is it? Well, hopefully she gets the death penalty. She should suffer like baby Quentin suffered. Hey, Smiley. It is sad over Quentin. It is. And that poor officer. What's his name? the head investigator guy that always speaks with the pretty blue eyes. He's like the most sensitive police chief I've ever seen. It's cute though. It's nice to see though. It's nice to see. It's refreshing to see. For me, a police chief have emotions like that and be human in front of people, because people need to see that and remember to, just try to think of what it's good for me too, to just remember, like, and to be patient with law enforcement and stuff, and they're doing what they can. I mean, gosh, look at this. They did such an amazing job on Quinn's case. And we were all like giving them such a hard time about Leilani. But they didn't stop. And I'm thankful they were determined, and hopefully we hear something about Summer Wells, soon. And Michael Vaughn, it's moving in the right direction. But I don't know. I have an odd feeling that's telling me in the Michael Vaughn case that there's more than just one person involved. I don't know. It's hard for me to see. I mean, she seems crazy when you go watch her TikToks, the Sarah Wandra lady. She does seem like she's mentally unstable. I can't imagine her like hurting a child though. So I'm wondering what happened. Like, did she try to like keep him as her own or something? Trying to get Jeffrey's wedding palette. It looks cool. I guess it depends on the state. Every state's a little different, so I shouldn't say they won't be able to prove that they got aggravators needed for death penalty, like definitively. Oh, you don't think that they will? Have they found Monkey? Not that I've heard. But when you said that, Stormy, it made me think like I messaged the Diana McCarty, the babysitter, and I said, "Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is arrested," and she said, and I said, and I had asked her if she knows if Quentin had been found, and she said no, and that she was happy that she's arrested, but she's sad that she'll never get to see Monkey again. So it's because she calls Quentin Monkey. Christy is very sweet, and so is her mother. Hey, maliciously morbid. Sorry, my daughter just came in here. But I am going to get off here. We're going to have dinner, and I'm going to be listing product on Macari. And just know I'll be having a sale soon on, I might do it on here, but I don't know. With the recent events, it might be whatnot. We'll see. It just sucks. Sometimes the shipping and whatnot is kind of high for people, but sometimes it's not bad. I know, right, Rue? Exactly. Ew, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, how could she even have a smile on her face, like at any point? I'm glad that she is arrested, that she's going to be forced to sober up and have to deal with the fact of what she did. Because I hope to God that she has like a little ounce of morals left and some, a little bit of empathy left. I pray she does, so that once she's sobered up and the numbness has faded, she has to face what she's done. And that will be like the biggest punishment of all for her. So, I mean, I do not, I'm happy not to be her. That's for sure. Cold, calculated, premeditated. I mean, they might be able to get death penalty. It's different in every state, but generally you have to prove aggravators to get death penalty. So, like in Nick Cruz's case, state argued for death penalty and said it met CCP. Oh, it needs to meet cold. So it has to be cold, calculated, and premeditated. So it has to be those three things, Smokey. So carefully planned. Imagine his Marines I think it'd be hard to even prove cause of death. Leilani is not twerking now, just saying. Oh man, yeah, now she can twerk to the guys through the jail like windows or whatever. Hopefully she can't even doesn't have any type of access to men, because she obviously is a fertile myrtle for sure. What? Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me. Wednesday, I'm supposed to be on that John, what's his name? John Davis Investigates, I believe, to continue in the tournament for the true crime champion. So be sure to, I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern time, I think, Wednesday, but I'll be on tomorrow also. So anyways, everybody have a good night. I'll talk to you later.